of mutual interest. After the talks, the two leaders held a press conference. In the press conference, President Sisi said that the talks opened the door for new fields of cooperation. The president said that the talks covered the latest developments in the region. For his part, the Slovenian president said that the two sides will work on increasing the volume of trade between the two countries. Upon his arrival, the Slovenian president was received at the airport by Minister of International Cooperation Sahar Nasr. Nasr accompanied President Pahor as he laid a wreath of flowers on the tomb of the unknown soldier. During his two-day visit, the Slovenian president is scheduled to meet with Prime Minister Sharif Ismail and Parliament Speaker Ali Abdelail. Pahor also attends the Egyptian-Slovenian Businessmen Forum, in which 13 Slovenian companies are taking part. The forum aims at boosting economic cooperation between the two countries. And to shed more light on the importance of this visit and the press conference that was held in Ittihadiyya Palace in Heliopolis, we are joined live now by our correspondent, Linda Abdulatif, who was there. She attended the press conference and she has some updates for us. Good day to you, Linda.
Good afternoon, Hela.
Linda, could you update us on the main topics that were discussed by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and his Slovenian counterpart in the press conference?
Well, as you know, Hela, the Slovenian President Borut Pahor arrived today in Egypt, starting off his two-day visit to the country. He was received at the airport by the Minister of International Cooperation, Dr. Sahar Nasr, and following that, he headed to the memorial of the unknown soldier, then headed to the Ittihadiyya Palace, where the welcoming ceremony took place and where he was received by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. Now, following that, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and the Slovenian leader held a joint meeting that was followed by an extended meeting that was attended by officials from both countries. And after that, a joint press conference was held where the leaders updated us on what has been discussed during their meetings. Now, for his part, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, first of all, welcomed the Slovenian president, adding that such a visit or the meetings tackled enhancing relations between both countries on all levels. He said that this is Pahor visited Egypt in 2009, and that Hala was when he was still a prime minister. Both countries, as President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said, have historical and cultural relations. And President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi actually also said that the discussions emphasized on their determination to enhance the bilateral relations on all levels, and that include the economic, the trade, and the cultural ones. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi also said that in light of that, there will be a Slovenian-Egyptian business forum that will be taking place tomorrow in order to discuss the trade, or let's say the business relations between both countries, and also a cultural event will be also taking place today, marking the 26th anniversary of the independence of Slovenia. And also, indeed, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said that they're looking forward in the future to be following up what has been agreed on during this visit. Now, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi also said that the discussions with the Slovenian president, including the developments in the Middle East and the humanitarian conditions, and putting peaceful solutions to the issues or to the conditions in the region in order to regain stability and security in the region. Now, for his part, actually, the Slovenian president said that he's very pleased to be here, and also added that it is the first visit by Slovenian president since the country's independence. He said that actually he expressed his eagerness to have better business relations between each other, especially referring that the trade exchange annually between Egypt and Slovenia is less than $100 million. He said that this visit could actually be a chance to double this figure and increase that number. He said that the relations between both countries are already strong, very strong, and this visit is a chance to even improve the relations between both countries on all levels. He said that Slovenia is working hard to engage the EU in the issues related to the Middle East as well. Now, indeed, Hela, the political relations between Egypt and Slovenia goes back to the 60s when Slovenia was still part of Yugoslavia. And this historical relations participated in forming nation bonds between both countries, which resulted in strengthening bilateral relations in the current time. You also know that the Slovenian embassy in Egypt was inaugurated in 1993, and that is the only Slovenian diplomatic representation in the Arab region in Africa, and it shows the Slovenian appreciation of Egypt as an international and regional active power. And also both relations have gained new dimensions after Slovenia has joined the European Union in 2004.
Well, Linda Abdelatif, live from Al-Ittihadiyya Palace in Heliopis. Thank you very much for the updates, and we'll be expecting more updates from you throughout the day as the president is scheduled to meet, the Slovenian president is scheduled to meet with the Prime Minister and Parliament Speaker Ali Abdel as well. So we'll be expecting more updates from you, Linda. Thank you very much. And continuing our news bulletin, ladies and gentlemen, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi headed the second meeting of the Supreme Investment Council. The meeting covered a number of files, including the draft of the new investment law. Minister of Investment, Dalia Khurshid, said that the draft of the new law will be subject to social dialogue before the government approves it by the 14th of December. The council also discussed a proposal to develop ports in the Suez Canal area, rules of allocating land and facilitating development projects in Sinai. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry continued on Monday his visit to the United States, which aims at boosting bilateral ties. He is to meet members of the Foreign Relations Committee in the Congress and members of the Minorities Committee. Earlier on Sunday, Shoukry said that the talks he earlier held with congressmen during his visit reflected full awareness of special ties between Egypt and the United States. Shoukry met with a number of senior U.S. officials during his visit, including the head of the Military Service Committee of the U.S. House of Representatives, John McCain, top Democrat in the Senate Armed Services Committee, Senator Jack Reed, and the head of the Middle East Subcommittee of the U.S. House of Representatives, Elena Ross-Littinen. In his statements to the Egyptian television, he said that the visit comes within the framework of boosting ties with successive U.S. administrations. He also said that his meetings included reviews of developments on the economic, social, and political stages in Egypt. Moving on.